Hey everybody, happy Friday. I wanted to hop on and share with you guys how to be productive and how to finally reach those goals. So, we all have things that we're trying to get done, whether it's a project at our house, a work deadline, a personal development thing that you want to just accomplish and put that feather in your cap. There's things that are always pushing us forward, but to get to that point of being productive is another story because we have a lot going on, and many times our own mindset and thoughts about what's happening gets in our way before we ever can get started. So I wanted to share with you guys today my top 3 tips for being productive and getting goals done and accomplished. So the first step is to write out these goals. You need to have like a master piece of paper or place on your phone or computer where you write down your main goal, like the main thing, and then all the steps it's going to take to reach that goal, whether it's practice your French every day or delegate XYZ task to a colleague or read this book or whatever, work out, whatever your goal is, you need to write down all the things that it's going to take to accomplish it. Then what you can do is have this master list, and each day you're going to go to this master list of your goal and pick your top 3 things that you can get done today. And if you want to take a step further, once you have this list of all the steps and tasks it will take to get that goal completed, you can write beside of it the time that you anticipate it taking to complete that task. This is a huge help in figuring out which task to grab on which day. So if you have a set of tasks and there's like 5 things on it and 3 of them are going to take an hour and 2 of them are going to take 30 minutes each to accomplish, then when you sit down for your day to figure out what you're going to do that day, your top 3 may be largely dependent on your time for that day. So if I have this task that's going to take me 30 minutes or I have this task that's going to take me an hour, I can pick which one. So regardless, you are going to sit down every single day, look at this master list of tasks that go with that goal, and pick out your top 3 to do for that day. You can fit them in however you want. I'm a person that cannot stick to like a time block schedule, that I have to have more fluidity in my day. So it's very grounded on when I can grab a moment when the kids are occupied or just how my day plays out. So for me, having perfectly managed schedule for the day just doesn't work for me. Now, some of you are able to build out your day based exactly on time, knowing when you have meetings, knowing when you're going to be driving to and fro, like you can do it that way too. But regardless, if you take that list and see how much time you have, you can pick your top 3 for the day. So this is my rule of thumb every day. I have a top 3 of things I have to get done today. So regardless of if it means I have to stay up late or get up early or whatever, I know those 3 things, if I get those done today, they're moving me forward. And that's the goal that you want to have each day. What can you do today that will move you forward? It doesn't matter how big or how small the task is. Because for me, I know I get caught in the trap of thinking big picture all the time. And so I get easily overwhelmed being like, there's no way I'm going to get to that goal. Like it's just huge. It's too big. It's too much. And I already self-sabotage myself from being productive by immediately thinking, how in the world am I going to get to that point, right? So the key is to break down your goal and the thing that you want to accomplish down into tasks, as small as you can get them. And so every day that you have, you're just going to go and pick your top 3 for the day. So have a top 3 for your day. That's the first tip. The second tip is to time block, in the sense that if you grab that list and you have 2 hours that you have in your day to get these tasks done, and that this task is going to take you 30 minutes, this one's going to take you an hour, and this one's going to take you, another 30 minutes, then that's your 2-hour windows. And so what you can do is set your timer and work on each of those tasks until that timer is done. This helps me as a person who works from home and has 2 small children at home. I just set my timer and say, okay guys, while the timer's going, y'all are going to work on this little activity or whatever I'm putting in front of them to do. And if it's something that requires me to be there, then we sit there and we do it. And when the timer's up, the timer's up. Or if it's something they can do solo, then that's a time period. I have that 20-minute window to work on whatever I need to work on for that task. And so that is an easy way to time block your mind. So this is a method that works regardless if you're a stay-at-home mom or you work in a corporate setting. It has been proven that our brain works good when we have like a concise time frame that we are focused on one activity. We try to multitask everything, and I am the queen at trying to multitask. It never gets me far. I never feel like accomplished at the end of my day when I'm trying to do all the things at one time. So it's really important that you give yourself undivided attention for one thing, and you will be so much more efficient because you're focusing on that one thing and you're letting the rest go until that task is completed. So if you are in a corporate setting, you can easily, set a timer on your laptop or your desktop. Set the little timer button up there. Give yourself 20 minutes to work through your emails. So for 20 minutes, I'm going to work through my emails and then I'm moving on to this. And you can always go back and do these time blocks to come back and revisit something if you need to. But time blocking is a great method to being more efficient because it gets your focus on one thing and you making a lot more progress on it than trying to do that with a bunch of other things tied to it. So I know from experience that setting a timer has been a huge method in helping me be more productive and more efficient with my time. And then the third step is to have a reward system. So, like if you have a deadline for work and you're working to that deadline, like the reward is you're done and maybe you get to get a bonus for that. So that's already a built-in reward system. But if you don't have that type of reward system built in, make one. So all you have to do is say, hey, when I lose 5 pounds, I'm going to get to go get me a new tank top or something, and you have like a reward system. And even if this is built into your day, you can say, okay, I'm giving myself 20 minutes to work on that. And then I get to go have my tea and sit down for a minute and not this helps me with getting house chores done too. I will set a timer and be like, okay, I'm giving myself 30 minutes to go clean up the sunroom. And when I'm done with that, then I'm going to give myself another 20 minutes to change out the laundry. And then I'm going to sit down with the kids and, XYZ. So you give yourself like these little rewards and you set your timer and you just knock it out. So these 3 things have been huge at helping me be so much more efficient with my time, much more productive during my day. Get your top 3, set timers, and give yourself rewards. Those 3 things are going to make you a lot more efficient, a lot more focused, and a lot more productive with accomplishing the goals that you set. And the key is to have a goal, you need to have a sequence of events that it's going to take to accomplish that. And so having that goal at the top of your paper, I'm a paper person. I try to use electronic planners, but they just don't work for me. So I just have my goals in my planner, and then I break down that goal into as many task detail steps that I can. And then it's easy for me each day to go and pick my top 3 to get that project done. Top 3 every single day until I have that whole list knocked out and I've accomplished my goal. So you can apply this to anything that you're trying to work towards. It will work the same way. So I hope these tips help because I know that they have helped me be a lot more productive and just get a lot more done and be more efficient about it, which is key when you have a lot going on. All right, guys, talk to y'all later. Bye.